Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Enzo, and this time we're talking about Batman 48. Tom King's beautiful run continues I was going to say improve. I wanted to, I meant to say impress, and then I was almost saying improves. But funnily, it also fits because the story, the arc, all of Tom King's run here has been improving a lot. I mean, it started a little weak, I will say, at least compared to other Tom King's works like the ones he did on Omega Red and on Marvel's Vision. But in here, during the last few issues, even the last few arcs, especially or particularly since he started working on the relationship between Bruce and Selina, his work has been approaching the levels of quality that got me to know him and that got me to really love him. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm really loving this book. What is to say here? Well, the Joker has started to make his move. He, as we saw back in the DC Nation number 0, I don't know if I can call it a special. I don't know, that thingy. As we saw in this DC Nation number 0, we had about 10 pages of the Joker being extremely affected by the news of Batman marrying Catwoman. I don't know if he knows his so far. I don't think we have seen confirmation about whether or not the Joker knows who Batman is marrying. We just know that he knows that he is marrying, that he didn't really like it very much. I was usually joking about him being jealous and that he actually was to be the bride. But finally we actually know what he wants, and I will say that his request, I feel like it could have been something that I very well should have expected, but the thing is that I didn't expect it. It caught me by surprise, and also in a paneling and page work that was surprising on another level that I cannot say because I will spoil it, but let's just say that the punchline in that scene was awesome during the reveal of what the Joker actually wants in here. So that move, the way Tom King reveals Joker's desire in here, I think was actually brilliant. I also like about this issue that basically I will call it the Joker is having an assisted monologue. I mean, it's not like he is alone the entire issue. It's not like the Joker talking to himself during 20 pages. He's interacted with many people, and one of those people being Batman. But he is basically monologuing. It's interesting because it feels like a theater piece of work where we have one of the actors performing and the other actors are serving as props, and this is what you can feel on these pages, and I definitely loved it. Batman's interventions were minimum, but they were just enough to make the scenes work, so I really liked it. Also, the setting for the whole scene, which is a cathedral, a Gothic cathedral. Well, what would you say? A Gothic cathedral in Gotham. Preposterous. Anyway, this setting is beautiful for this particular scene and this particular situation that develops here. One last thing I want to say, because and that is also praise, because as you can see I'm praising this issue a lot, is the Joker's writing, his dialogue. I have to say, I really prefer Tom King's characterization of Joker over Snyder's. Snyder's run was fun, and his Joker was fun, but the dialogue for Joker over there, even though it was entertaining, he was not always very funny. I mean, from a comedic point of view, I sounded like Anakin there. From a comedic point of view, the Batman are evil. Stupid reference in the middle of here. Anyway, from a comedic point of view, the dialogue was not really funny. I mean, it was entertaining, but there weren't any actual jokes. I mean, jokes that really worked with the situations that were happening. But in here, we have that. We have the Joker making jokes constantly, improvising. He's basically doing improv with what he has at hand, what macabre things he has created and that are happening around him. And I found it dark, but I did found it funny. So I really liked how Tom King is writing Joker, and I hope we can see a lot more interesting stuff in this in this arc, since this is just the beginning. And now that I think about it, I'm trying not to spoil it, but the name of the arc basically reveals what the Joker wants. But anyway, I won't say it. I will leave you to it. So yeah, this issue was beautiful. I'm gonna have to give it 5 Jokers out of 5. I think it's the second time I used Joker as a rating system. Well, I mean, he's the star in this issue, and it was just great. So, what do you think of the start of this arc? What do you think of the whole Batman and Catwoman wedding? Do you like it? Would you like Batman to stay single? Do you want to preserve the status quo? I have to admit, at the beginning, I actually wanted him to stay single just to preserve the status quo. But this has been so very well written that that is no longer the case. So tell me about it. But for in the do I have to mess it up always at the beginning? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.